evening, everyone. The reason that I came to organising this concert was because, as I am a student at Chosen Hill School studying for my A-levels, one of those is EPQ, Extended Project Qualification, where you can choose any topic and do a project on it. As music is one of the things I devote all my time to in life, I thought this would be a great topic to choose. Before I knew we had to do EPQ, I was thinking of doing a concert in memory of Dave, as he touched so many of our lives. I thought we needed to do something to really say thank you to him as a mark of respect. So I thought, what's better than a jazz night filled with all of Dave's favourite jazz classics and ones everyone loves. So I'd like to hand over to Shirley, who is here from Help the Heroes tonight, and she's just going to say a few words about herself and the charity.
Well, before tonight, we didn't actually know where Ashlyworth was. So one of the advantages of Help for Heroes work is that we find parts of the county we absolutely never knew existed. And recently we've been to Maisiehampton and Badgeworth, and you all look puzzled because you don't know where they are. But one of the advantages for working for Help for Heroes is that we do meet the most amazing people. And I think Roger and I feel really, really honoured and thank the Curry family so much for thinking of asking us here and supporting this extraordinary charity. I'm sorry we didn't know Dave, but he sounds just wonderful, and I'm sure you're feeling very much emotional and much love in your hearts tonight for him and his family. We do thank you for that. Help for Heroes is a wonderfully innovative charity. I'm a nurse and my husband is an engineer, and the one thing I don't want to be is a nurse of yesterday or an engineer of yesterday. We want to always look forward, see what initiatives can be done, and Help for Heroes has excelled itself in the way it has pushed forward rehabilitation and all the things that military people know. And I know Dave apparently was a military man new, so it had an enormous amount of empathy with this kind of work. As volunteers, I'm a county coordinator volunteer and Roger is a volunteer. We do a variety of things. We stand here and make speeches at concerts. But we do all sorts of things as well. I do talks to WIs, probuses, brownies, guides, schools, even prisons. I've been in Puckleworth prison. I would never have got in there, I hope, unless I have been asked and invited through 7 doors. So we do lots of different things. We also raise money at various big events, things like badminton, Tough Mudder. Anybody here done Tough Mudder? No? Shame on you. It's a great thing to do, an assault course. Our son has done it for Help for Heroes. We actually have another son in the army, Major David Wise. He's been in the army nearly 10 years. And when he first went to Afghanistan, we decided to get involved with Help for Heroes at that point. It was his first troop as troop commander, and he was very anxious that some of his blokes had not got anybody necessarily behind them in the way that we should all have families. So he asked us, Roger and I, to do parcels for his troops, which we did, and involved our community in Wootton in the same way as you're so involved tonight as a community. It is a wonderful thing to do something like that. And these soldiers were absolutely stunned that people they didn't even know were sending them parcels and even letters. And so it went on from there, and we've done many things, and some things raise a lot of money and some things don't raise so much, but we're always giving awareness of what Help for Heroes is doing. And the wonderful rehabilitation centres, of which the first one is at Tedworth House down in Tidworth in Wiltshire, is the flagship for all the others, of which there are now 5. And just briefly, I want to tell you about their new programme called Hidden Wounds. And anybody who's been ill or been in a traumatic situation or had an accident will know what it's like to be ill and have all the kind of mental difficulties you can have with being injured or being chronically ill, chronically disabled, totally dislocated from your original job. And Hidden Wounds is a wellbeing programme that's being rolled out throughout all the rehab centres, where anybody who has got anxieties to do with the recent conflicts, and even before now, will be able to seek help on the phone, by Skype, going to visit, all sorts of ways of doing it, and there's skilled help out there. And let me just say that out of 200 plus deployments that have been in Iraq and Afghanistan by the military, The MOD reckon that up to 75,000 will suffer a minor or major mental disability. And that won't be today or for next week. It'll be long after all of us are dead and gone. So Help for Heroes needs us not now, just now, but well into the future. So we thank you so much for all you're doing and hope you'll bear that in mind in the future. Thank you.